It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Thank you for coming and watching, especially for watching on the replay. Hello, 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 you people who couldn't make it to the live. Thank you for coming back. So today I want to stamp something really gorgeous and luxurious. I went shopping earlier and went to my local supermarket, and the local supermarket, I noticed this gorgeous velvety looking cushion on the shelf, and I took a quick mental note, and it was all gorgeous, like dark pinks and purples, lots of lovely rich colours. And so I'm gonna, try and sort of emulate that. Also, it had some gold elements to it, like line art over the top of the gold. The gold element was over the gorgeous velvet. So I'm thinking of doing some heat embossing after this. Okay, so what I have done is, just to get an idea of some placement, I'm going to be using Art in Bloom amongst other things. So I laid that down with the bit that I'm going to stamp facing upwards. Then I popped my block, and this is the E block, over the top, and roughly placed, although I'm looking at it now thinking that's not quite right. I thought I'd roughly placed my stamps roughly in the position of those ones underneath, although I'm realising that that's completely the wrong one. Okay, let's start that again. There we go. All right, so I want to stamp just some random colour, not random, but pale colour in the background. And then I want to start layering up and increasing the kind of depth of colour. So to start off with, it's going to look pretty pale and insipid, and then we're going to keep going, and hopefully the magic will start happening in about 15 minutes. So if you do want to forward this, if you're watching this on the replay, that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to say a quick hello to everyone who's watching on the live. Hi, Brenda Styons, welcome. Are you new to the channel? Hello, Wendy, Cindy, Martina, Janine, Valerie. Who's here? Linda, hello. Glenna has already sent her apologies. Look, that's how good a classmate she is to you guys. She sent her apologies. She's babysitting. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Anne. Hi, Melissa. Janice. Oh, happy spring day, Vicky. Hi, Jan. Hi, Anne. Great to see you. Hi, Tina. Hi, Karen. Lovely to see you all. Okay, so I've got a bit of fresh freesia here. I just saw something float down onto my ink pad then. Just a bit of fluff. That's what happens. Okay, and I'm just going to get this colour on. As I said, it's just about a background kind of layer. If you've got something like Blossoms in Bloom, that stamp set, I would perhaps use that as well, or as an alternative, just to get some colour down. And I'm wondering whether about doing some texture. I'll have a think in a second after I've had a look at this. So, who else is coming in? Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Susan. Oh, thank you. My Sheets of Wonder. I like that. I think I need to rename them. My Sheets of Wonder. That is a good name. Now, have you had a go? I know I've got a few new followers. Welcome if you are fairly new to my channel. But the whole point of me showing you how to do this is that you have a go. And I know some of you are a little bit, apprehensive, should I say? But you really have got nothing to fear. As I say, it's just a piece of paper. So it is worth just having a go and seeing what happens when you put ink to stamp stamp to paper. So I've got delicate dahlias here. Hi Bobby, great to see you. I know it's lovely for Miss Glenn. I think she's missed her babies. Grandbabies, I should say, sorry, before you start getting ideas. So this is polished pink. Just going in here now. I am doing kind of full strength, though I probably don't need to all the time. I don't know if you can see, but can you see there's a lighter patch here on my ink pad? That's because I found that with these distinctive stamps, if your ink pad is too juicy, you get a bit of a blobby kind of look, which I don't really like. So I got my bone folder and pushed some of the ink over to the side to help it along, and it seems to help actually. I don't know if you can see the difference between that one and that one. This one you've got more detail in it there. So that's what I would suggest you do if you do struggle with that, especially if your ink pad is fairly new. So we carry 50 colours at any one time as a company. So that's, I'm talking about Stampin' Up now because I'm an independent demonstrator for the company. And we have 40 colours that are what we term as the kind of stock the stock kind of collection. And then every year we also release a set of 5 colours that remain with us just for 2 years. And those are what we call the in colours. They are colours that are more guided by fashion. Now I can feel that this ink pad is a little bit juicy. Ooh. I can feel also that I've got something underneath here. Oh, there are some dimensionals underneath my paper there. Right, I'm just going to test this out because I think this is too juicy too. So I'm going to get my bone folder again. So this is Rich Razzleberry. I'm just going to move some of that ink over. Oops. Get a cloth. Oh, wonderful, Susan. Fantastic. Yeah. I'd like to see the results. So if anyone does some stamping and would like to share the results, please do head to Artful Stampin Space, which is a Facebook group dedicated to all you guys who want to share your projects after watching my channel. And we love seeing your results. Okay, that's better. This ink pad was a little bit too juicy earlier, so it's behaving itself now. Hi Rosalind, are you new to the channel too? Please do say hello if it's your first time visiting. Or even if it's not your first time, actually, it's always nice to hear from you all. So if you didn't watch last night's Masculine Monday, I don't know what to say really. I was going to say you're in for a treat, but it depends what you what you regard as a treat. Anyway, thank you for everyone who supported Tom and Jacob last night in their card making endeavours. And I think they had fun. I think Jacob was very proud of his card, I have to say. He proudly took it home with him today. So there we go. I end up with ink all over my finger and you don't. What is the secret? Brenda, are you using the Stampin' Up blocks? Because there's a fantastic groove in them where your fingers go, and they shouldn't really go past the end of the block. You do have them. Okay, so just make sure that your fingers are really tucked in when you put your ink, you know, when you're getting the ink on. And then, I mean, I do get ink on my hands, don't get me wrong. I I can be really messy too. And I say to ladies who come to my workshops, if you haven't got ink on your hands, it means you haven't had a good time. Hi, Darrelly. Hello, it's my first time here today. Reet. It's your first time today. Yes, it is your first time today. But it's everyone's first time today. Oh, that's funny. You are too clever. Right, so let's get some other colours in on here now. Quite like the look of this. Now, I know you may be thinking this is rather full, and it's intentionally very full. This cushion that I saw today just had colour everywhere. So I'm doing it. Oh, hi, Jeanette. Where do you get your notification? Is it YouTube? Do you wait for YouTube to tell you that I'm live? Okay, so I'm stamping, then I'm twisting, slightly pivoting really, and stamping again because I just want that little bit of fullness going on there. And at the moment I'm kind of aiming for the white spaces with my little blue flower here. And I'm kind of twisting it around. I'm not having all these flowers going in the same direction. So there we go. Hello, Miss Heidi. Hi, Christine. Oh dear, is Wendy having a telling off? That's funny. So for those of you who don't know, Christine Morgan is Woo's Creations mum. Hi, Sylvia. Oh, welcome. I finally get to see you live. Oh, well, you're very, very welcome. Great to have you here. Hi, Jeanette. No, I've only been live for... Oh, sorry, I'm sat down. 13 minutes, I think. I was a bit late on tonight because I was getting my order in, end of the month order. Last month I was on holiday and I meant to get an order in and I missed the deadline. Oh, I was very disappointed with myself. Oh, is Louise here? Hi, Louise, if you're here. Hi, Tisha. Are you here, Louise? I didn't see you pop in. Oh, for those of you, I've just got some news. For those of you who know Deborah Mitchum, she's really quite poorly. Please, could you pray for her? So for those of you who are new to the channel, there are folks who've been following me, following the page, following my blog for a few years. So we've kind of become friends, really. So sometimes we share news with each other because, you know, you end up having feelings for people, you know, like sort of feelings of friendship and love, and so when tough things happen, we feel it, don't we, in this little community. So yeah, so Louise is in hospital at the moment as well. Oh, yes, of course you can, Joyce. You can attempt it all, my darling. Thank you, Denise. Thanks, Tisha. Okay, so that's a bit of blue going down. And I think we need some nice purple. And, ooh, still got some green to go down. Oh, got to use my favourite leaf of the moment. This one here. You went and did the dishes. Is that because I said it'd be a bit boring for a bit, Anne? It's 5:30 in the morning with Amanda. Oh my goodness, that is early. Why can't I see Louise's? Oh, there it is. I thought I couldn't see your comment then, Louise. Anyway, now I can see them. Right, so this is Soft Succulent, which, although it seems like a pale green, it's actually, I would call a mid-green. So just be careful of it. Now, all inks, when they first go down, a bit like when you paint a wall, do look rather dark, and you need to give it a bit of time for the ink to settle in, make itself at home, chill out a bit in its new home, and then you get the final kind of look. So don't be surprised if your stamping does change. Just a tad, just a little shade lighter. That's how it finishes when it's settled. I do like the texture of this leaf. It's very nice. Okay. Oh, smart Anne. Well, I'm happy to entertain you as you do the dishes. Hi, Julie. In New York State. Oh, this is totally creative. I feel most creative, I think, when I do these. Yeah. Keep going. Hi, Sylvia. You're new to card making. Okay. Well, welcome. And where are you based, Sylvia? Oh, actually, I want to keep this open a second because I want to add some different leaf textures in here now. And I'm wondering if that's a bit long, that one. Maybe just this little one, and possibly a little bit of dottage. Not too much, just a little bit. Thank you, Brenda. This is very vanilla cardstock, Wendy. Good question. So this is Stampin' Up! Cardstock, which is the only cardstock I would recommend for stamping, of course. No, there's a reason behind it. It's because of how fine the pulp must be ground. It's a very fine, what's the word I want? It's not shiny, but it's very smooth. That's the word I wanted, smooth. It's a very smooth cardstock. So you get very limited, extremely limited seepage of colour. So when you put your image down, that is pretty much the image you'll get, unless, you know, like I said to you earlier, you had a very over inky ink pad. If you have a very over inky ink pad with these distinctive stamps, then you do lose a bit of the definition. But look, you can see here the comparison, or actually even with this flower here to this one, this was the ink's fault, not the card's fault. So I say that to get really great stamping results, you need good ink, good card, and good stamps, which in my humble opinion, Stampin' Up! Does have. They have that whole area covered because they believe in good quality products. you know, they don't, yeah, their stuff's good. And if there's ever a situation where you find that the product is not doing what it does, or it's not meant, you know, it's broken, or, you know, there's some fault with it, then you contact Stampin' Up and tell them your order number and, you know, what's wrong, and they will ship you out a new item. They're really good like that. And sometimes they do make mistakes at the warehouse. Liz, I don't know if Liz is watching, but anyway, she might be watching tomorrow. But Liz got sent a French stamp set by accident. But anyway, they'll sort it out for her. You know, they'll send her the right one. You know, in the warehouse, they are dealing with so many, you know, items. They're bound to get it wrong occasionally, but they fix it. They put it right. I actually do them creative feeling or not. Oh, good, Julie. Sorry, if I've missed any questions, please just ask again, because sometimes I miss things. Yeah, and I would say that they're not the cheapest product out there. They're not the cheapest stamps, but it's about choosing what you think you're going to love and use a lot of, and just choose carefully. Okay, I think that'll be it for that bit of green. I'm wondering now whether to do a little bit of dottage in the blue, because I'm looking at this and there's these massive kind of clumps of blue going on. The other option actually is to put a bit more purple. I haven't put much purple apart from the fresh Freesia. So I'm wondering whether to add some gorgeous grape, I think, flowers. Oh, are you the Julie that emailed me about the wheel? Ah, okay. Hi, Melanie. Oh, it wasn't you. Oh, right, sorry. Someone emailed me recently about it. Yeah, that spin the wheel thing on, if you just go on Google and type in spin the wheel, it's fab. And then I just typed up all the Stampin' Up in current colours. So if anyone wants a link and the wheel, wants the link to the wheel and the list of colours, if you go to Artful Stampin' Space, it's in the file section. The link to my Facebook group, Artful Stampin' Space, is in the description below. And if you want to shop for any of these products as well, go to stampinup.uk or stampinup.nl if you're in the Netherlands, and I think it's AU if you're in Australia, and DE if you're in Germany, and FR if you're in France. So it's Stampin' Up. And then whatever your region is. And then just look for Ruth Trice. So you just need to pick me as your demonstrator. Make sure you see my name in the top left corner when you check out, because if you don't see my name there, you may not be ordering through me, you may be ordering through somebody else. And if you're spending less than £150, please use the current host code, which can be found at artfulstampin.co.uk. Yes, sorry, it's a site. Yes, you're correct. It's called Wheel of Names, and it's on, basically, on the internet. So, no, it's not. I'm not talking about a colour wheel. No, it's just this app online. Sorry, not an app. Just this website. Okay, I'm just popping a little bit of this blue, because I feel like I haven't really got enough blue on here. So, and I know this is very full, but I'm deliberately doing this very full. It's emulating a cushion that I saw. I wonder if I can get a picture of it up actually, because it's in a well-known supermarket in the UK. And I'm literally going off my memory of it, looking at it in the store. Let's have a look. Home accessories. Home accessories. Let's see if I can find the cushion. Oh. No, let me type in cushions if I can find it. Oh, they've got very plain ones. No, that is not what I'm looking for. It was gorgeous. It was like, oh, I think I found it. Yay, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you guys. Oh, thank you, Wanda. So that was the cushion. And then these bits here, they're gold. See if I can make this bigger. Ooh. So I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, these are all gold. So what I'm now going to do is, sorry, excuse the moving camera work, but I needed to kind of show you guys. What I need to do now is find my embossing buddy and emboss all over the top of this, and then put some gold on it. Okay, so that's the plan. I need to see what you guys are doing. Hi, Frederic. Okay, there we have it. Right, so look at that for a second while I find my embossing buddy. I'm sure I saw it in here. Maybe not. Oh. Hey, buddy, where are you gone? That's so strange. Like, I have two of those things. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. It wants to hide from me. I'm going to have one little rummage around in my pencil case here. Found my erasers. That's handy. What else? What have I got in here? No. Oh, who's gone off with my embossing buddy? Okay. Nope. Okay. Right, well, I'm just going to have to hope for the best. I think this is dry. What I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to put the heat tool on just to dry out any wet areas, because I've, like, really put a lot of ink on here. Now, the other option is gold embossing or gold flakes. Now, part of me wants to do gold flakes because the colour is so pretty. However, because I know I'm going to be stamping, what's the word I want? I'm going to be stamping line images. I know that that's not going to work great with the flakes. So I think I might just chicken out and go for the gold embossing powder. So actually, I think I'm going to ignore that one. I don't want that one. I'm going to go for this one. And I definitely want to use the leaf. Managed to get ink on that. And definitely want to use this little flower here. Ooh, and just realised I could use that. Ooh. So it looks like it's a stem and the blue is growing out of that stem. Yummy scrummy. Right, okay. Whew. Right, I'm psyching myself up now for stamping a whole heap of this Versamark on here. So I'm going to be using this sticky ink. And it's called Versamark ink. That's the name of the company. And I've got a bit of time to lay down my ink. Now I'm thinking of just choosing certain ones to do it on. I think I'm going to miss out the gold. Sorry, not gold, the pink. I think I'll just emboss onto the purple ones. So now I'm going to have to keep tabs on what I've stamped. So I've stamped on those two middle ones. I'm going to try and work as fast as possible because even though the sticky ink remains sticky for a little bit, it's not forever. So I didn't do that one, did I? No, I didn't do that. That one. You want gold flakes? Oh, I don't know, Vicky. I feel like that would be too messy. Too messy. Right, so leaf. Stick that leaf on there, and I'm deliberately kind of not doing it quite over the top exactly. I'm moving it over a little bit. Now I have lost track of what I've done. Okay, hold on. I don't think I've done that one up there, have I? I don't think I've done that one there. I don't think I did that one either. Okay, I'm going to stop there because otherwise it's going to get really confusing. Okay, so small flower. I'm going to go for that one. I'm going to miss that one because that's got green on it. That's got the gold up there. Can't do that one. Do that one. Okay, sorry, I can't look at your comments because I've got to focus on what I have and haven't done. So, okay, that's that one done. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Okay, so now for what I call the cow parsley stamp. Because it kind of reminds me of that. But oh, did I do that one? No, I didn't. It does sound like I'm kissing the paper. Yeah, I love that sound. And we are loving on the paper, aren't we? When we stamp on it. Okay, let's get the gold embossing powder. Oh, I've just found copper. That's from, I don't think we do. Do we do the copper anymore? I sometimes lose count of what we have in stock and what we don't have. So. Okay. I can hear something rolling off. Ooh. Tiny bit of plastic. Don't need that. Okay, so what I'm doing is very carefully holding it upside down and flicking the card just to get all the excess off. Now I'm looking at it and thinking there are some bare areas. So inside these pink ones, I feel that they're a little bit empty. So what I'm going to do is get that small flower. And I'm going to stamp inside those, because otherwise they look a little bit too bare. Okay. Woo, woo. Nobody sneeze. Okay. So I'm just going to pop this back. Sorry, it's just going to take a few seconds, and it's so important that you put your gold or whatever it is embossing powder away, because in the process of creating you can end up spilling, blowing, sneezing, all sorts of things. And so it's good practice to just get your powders away. Just going to clear my desk a little bit and grab a new piece of paper. Actually, this is an old piece of paper, but it's clean in the sense it hasn't got any powder on it. So let's bring that back on. This is where the magic then starts to happen. If you want to start giving me thumbs up, that would be fantastic. I can see there's 90 of you watching. Thank you so much for joining me. And I really do appreciate you spending time with me. And if you like me enough to give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. And also, please do invite your friends to come and have a look and see what I'm up to. So there we go. You see that first bit of gold starting to appear. If you like the products and you'd like to purchase any of them, please do head over to my online shop. There's a current offer on at the moment to earn free products, and this big Dahlia stamp is one of those free products that you can earn. So if you spend £90 or €120 on current Stampin' Up products, you can earn yourself this stamp set for free. And it's a good one. It's a keeper, as they say. Thank you, Mary. So kind of you. So that's another way you can support my channel, is by gifting me. So you can either do it through Super Chat or you can do it through PayPal. There's a link in the description below. So what that does, it helps me to be able to buy more stamps to demonstrate to you guys. Oh, fantastic, Julie. I'm so pleased. Well, when the school term starts, and for my couple of my sons are starting school again at the end of the week, and then my daughter's also starting different things with her home education, I just need to look at my diary and organise maybe another Zoom event where we can all get together. Now, just a reminder, it's too late now, but if you haven't already entered the summer fair, it's now too late to do that. But on Friday evening, we're going to be having a Zoom event where we're going to be announcing the winners. And I've asked Tom to be there in a tuxedo. So we've got that event coming up on Friday. Okay. Oh, this is looking gorgeous. Oh, no, I've just noticed a bit that I haven't done. Okay, so now you just need to take the time to look over it all and check that every bit of gold embossing powder has melted. And I'm looking at this section here and I'm not convinced. Just going to give that a little bit of a little bit more there. Yeah, I think that's okay. Maybe a bit here. So obviously I have done a bit of crossing over the leaf onto the flowers in some of those sections. So maybe I should have thought it out a little bit more, but I actually quite like it being somewhat random. Oh, there's a section there. Okay. Oh, wait. Absolutely, Julie. Yes. Yeah. I attended some leadership training over the weekend, and there was someone who was speaking was talking about how it's okay to be 80% there, not 100%, because 80% is good enough. So I think A-type personalities who almost want to see the end at the beginning have to just trust the process, and it's about trusting that the process will get you there, even though you might not know what the outcome is. So there are a few people actually. So if that's you who've watched my channel and you've recognized that in yourself, that actually you've had to let go a little bit of knowing the outcome. You see, I didn't know what the outcome was going to be, but I trusted that all the stamps I was using were really beautiful. I trusted that the gold embossing was going to make it look luxurious. I trusted the colour palette that I chose because I like those colours, basically. And I trusted the tools. I trusted that the paper was going to be fabulous, that the inks were going to be gorgeous, and the stamps are high quality and were going to work. So does that kind of make sense? That's what you then have to trust. So, oh, Janine, we've missed you, lovely. Yep. Okay, so let me just have a quick feel of this then. I think everything is as it should be. And I'm wondering whether it would be interesting to go over some of these flowers here and just highlight them a little bit. So I'm just grabbing my Stampin' Right markers, and I think I'm going to choose the Melon Mambo. Now the reason I'm choosing markers over the Stampin' blends is because these are water based, and so I can colour over the top now of my gold embossing, and it's not going to get rid of the gold. Whereas if I was to use my Stampin' Blend markers, it would colour the gold because they're alcohol based. So I'm not even properly colouring in. Can you see I'm literally kind of scribbling there. Oh, did I do that one? Oh, I did. Right. So let's just do this. So for those of you who are wondering what on earth is Ruth going to do with this now, this is just a beautiful patterned paper which is ready now to cut up and use to make cards, boxes, bags, scrapbook paper, scrapbook pages, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Right, I'm thinking, what about a little bit of purple? Just in the centre of some of these, just to highlight those a little bit more. It does, it adds a little bit of dimension, yeah. So I'm just going to just make this a bit darker, and then I'm probably going to get a, oh, I didn't mean to do that one, but never mind, I've started, so I'll finish. I've got a tissue, and I'm going to swipe over all this after I've done this extra bit of colour in these. Because the ink, it's water-based, but it's sitting on top of that gold. So, right, where's my little, put my little roll of tissue just at the side here. I'm just going to give that a little rub, and it burnishes that gold back up. Okay, so are there any other areas? I don't think I would have the heart to put any sentiment on top of this. Yes, absolutely, Joyce. Of course you can do that. Lots of love, Reet. Sleep well. Oh, thank you for the thumbs ups. Fabulous. Thank you. Thanks, Sheila. Oh, you're such a cheerleader. Thank you, lovely. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there, although I am wondering whether to put a little bit of Blackberry Bliss just in the centre of this Dahlia here, just to make that extra dark. Oh yeah, that's just helping it have a bit of depth to it. Now, how long have I spent doing this? This is a good 45-minute one. Obviously, I have been chatting. So this is a good luxurious. I did call this video luxurious because I felt that it was going to go in that direction. But sometimes you just need to create something really special. And so I wouldn't be quick to use too big a sheet of this on a card because it's, you know, a lot of work. But I don't think you probably need to use too much of it because it's so beautiful. There we have it. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to just pop it on that background. Just to... Oh, I tell you what I have got. I've got a new background. Just a tip for those of you who need backdrops for photographing your projects. If you go to some like wallpaper stores or hardware stores that sell wallpaper, they're quite happy to give away a little bit of a sample. Well, this is my new one. This is black brick. How fun is that? So this is my black brick wallpaper, and that's my new backdrop for when I take photos. So there we have it. So if you like what you see, like I said, please give me a thumbs up. And thank you, Wanda. Thank you also for your support and your super chat. And there we go. Yes, you just picked up the right corner. There was a lot of glitter showing when the light hit it. So you're right, Janine. What are you asking? I don't think I'd have the heart to cut. Yeah, put a sentiment on it. Yes, so I started off with that. Yeah, that is it. I know, all it is it's just, I've already got the grey brick one that I use as a bit of a backdrop. Don't know where it's gone now, but I do have a grey brick one. And then I was in the same hardware store the other day and I saw that they got the black. I was like, that's so cool. I like that. So I just cut myself a little, you know, because they have the rolls of wallpaper, just, you know, without the plastic wrap around it. So I was like, well, I'm just going to get a little sample because you never know, I might need to wallpaper something like a piece of cardboard. Oh, thank you, Janine. Mwah. You're fabulous. It is a bit dark, but I think sometimes when I'm photographing something that needs that contrast, I'm not going to use it all the time, but yeah, it's just a bit of a backdrop, fun backdrop. Yeah. Thank you, Joyce. Okay, take care. Right, I'm going to go, guys. Lovely to see you all. I feel like I haven't really spoken to you properly for, you know, for a while because, you know, like Tom and Jacob were on last night and then Friday I was at my event, so I put a pre-recorded up. So I suppose I've missed you all. Right, God bless you all and lots of love to all of you who are not feeling great or you're healing or life's tough. And please pray for our friend Deborah Mitchum. She's really not well. Okay, and thank you, Lord, for Phoebe's recovery. And so lots of love to you all. Will you put the colours? I will, Brenda. So if you check out the description, which in the next 10 minutes I'm going to sit here and do all that, I will put a list of the colours and I will put a list of the stamp sets. Actually, that is something that I haven't done yet. Sorry. Okay, so we used Misty Moonlight, Soft Succulent, Rich Razzleberry, Polished Pink, Fresh Freesia, and Gorgeous Grape. Those were the colours I used. Sorry, I've been wittering. Hand penned Petals, Delicate Dahlias, Art in Bloom, and Merriest Moments. So I used that leaf there. So if you've got something different, please go ahead and use that. And I used that for a little bit of the dottage. I used those big ones. I didn't end up using those, but I use those big ones as background. But if you've got something else, like Blossoms in Bloom, that would be perfectly adequate. But the main ones that I guess, that one there, Delicate Dahlia, those. And then I did use that and that. I thought I might use these flowers, but I didn't end up doing that. So there we have it. Right. Take care, everyone. Have a great day wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and see you all soon. Bye.